Thanks, Becca. Yeah, definitely kind of a slower week in terms of sporting events, but still definitely some cool things happening in Hawkeye sports. Start off with some wrestling. Redshirt freshman Michael Kemmer is one of 4 underclassmen, a part of Coach Tom Brand's starting lineup. Kemmer is also one of 4 Hawkeyes on the starting lineup that are still undefeated on the season. Daily Iowan TV sports reporter Zach Mackey has more.
Michael Kemmer decided to take his wrestling career to the University of Iowa. After a long recruiting period, Kemmer, a top 20 recruit, was one of the highest rated recruits for Coach Tom Brand since Mike Evans. And Kemmer says he always had the Hawkeyes in the back of his mind.
I mean, I've always been an Iowa wrestling fan just because of all the success they've had, so something that I was always thinking about, and then getting out here and, you know, meeting everybody and seeing how things are, it was just the right fit.
And it wasn't a hard decision for the Murraysville, Pennsylvania native to pack up his bags and move to the heart of the Midwest.
Yeah, I mean, it's traveling, but, you know, the way I looked at it is I got to be where what's best for me, and I can't think about location so much as just where I'm going to fit, and, you know, this was ultimately the place.
Kemmer spent 1 season on the sidelines watching his fellow teammates compete in his redshirt season.
Something I kind of expected coming in, and so I knew it would be a good chance to get better every day and just have a lot more training. So, I mean, it's tough because you want to compete, but I knew it would be worth it.
Kemmer and his teammates are looking forward to going toe-to-toe with the best college wrestling there is to offer.
I mean, you expect to win every time you go out there, so, I mean, I guess you could say that. You know, I try not to think about the undefeated in the big picture. I just think about, you know, the next guy in front of me and, you know, next challenge.
This has been Zach Mackey for Daily Iowan TV Sports.
Michael Kemmer and the Iowa Hawkeyes will have a bit of a break now before the Midlands at the end of December. After a busy season of intramural events, the organization in charge of intramural ends their fall season with a bang, or rather a splash. Alex Giannakopoulos has more.
As students get closer to taking their finals, some took a quick break on Friday in the library and headed over to the pool in the field house. The reason being, Canoe Battleship, and it's one of the Iowa Recreational Service's favorite events to facilitate.
One of my favorite things about it is that it seems to be one of the truly unique sports where everybody involved is having a lot of fun.
Canoe Battleship takes what is normally a calm boat ride and turns it into a battle, as participants are encouraged to use these yellow and white buckets to overflow and capsize opponents in order to move on in the Canoe Battleship tournament. As the night went on, more and more boats sunk to the bottom of the pool as 20 teams competed for the right to be called Canoe Battleship Intramurals Champion. In a grueling final round, it was the team I Can't Swim that came out as champions. Brendan McGinnis elaborated on his team's performance.
I'm out there pushing the boat. They have the buckets, they're dumping them. Splash, getting splashed all over the place. So, like, a lot of times we thought we were going to sink, but we just kept pushing. So, like, it's kind of like life. When you think about to sink, you just got to keep pushing.
Brendan and his team will return in spring 2017 to defend their title at the end of the semester. Until then, this has been Alex Giannakopoulos, Daily Iowan TV.
Every year, Canoe Battleship is hosted the weekend before finals for any daring enough to play. And honestly, I don't know if I would be daring enough to play. Don't really like being in cold water that much, so, you know. Tomorrow morning, we focus in on an Iowa track and field athlete that just seems to be getting better and better, while also diving into the Iowa basketball upcoming matchup with in-state Panthers of the University of Northern Iowa. Becca, back to you at the desk.